Hello, it's Cookie on Cookie Streams, and welcome to another stream where today we are back in. Oh, sorry, you might hear me double there for a second. We are back in MLB the Show 26 with the Atlanta Braves franchise. I am super excited. I got my Braves special edition Speedway Classic hat going here. And sorry for the delay. Lots of technical difficulties dodging up until even just then, a moment ago when you saw that counter at 0 for ages. Yep, dodging some technical difficulties, but we're making it here. We're making some MLB 26 finally. And let's see here. Let's get on to mode, and hopefully it looks like we have stabilized a little bit here. Thank goodness. May have noticed in the countdown it was buffering. But thankfully sorted. And Detroit Tigers this time around after getting swept by our division rival. We need a bounce back. We need a bounce back for sure. And right now it looks like the oh, brother. We may have just lost some. Starting this stream. Is destabilized massively, which is unfortunate. Oh, brother. Let me see here. Let me see. I mean, we might be just have to deal with that today. Not entirely sure. Let me double check the internet one more time. If my computer will let me. Holy smokes. Full blast on the internet. Unfortunately, well, it looks frozen on there. Are we frozen on the real stream? I don't think so. Both players have decided to go. All right, sorry for this boring beginning after an already delayed start. All right, it might just be a little choppy every now and again today. That might just be how. Hopefully it'll settle. And yeah. Oh, as I said that, it just dropped completely out. I would like to try something really fast. Might see the stream go out for just a moment, and we shall come right back, hopefully. Hey, we are back in action, I believe. Back in action. I got to double check here on YouTube. Yeah, let's go. Okie dokie. You might have to reload if you're on YouTube, which I guess you can't hear me right now anyway if you are, but we are back. We are back. We are back. And I think we shouldn't have any more issues the rest of the way. Thank goodness. Lucas Giolito will be on the bump for us, facing off against Casey Mize, who did not look like he's doing too well so far in the simulation. Let me see here. Trying to reload chat. Here we go. Okay. Boom. Just had to deal with some technical difficulties, but we should be set to go now. And yeah, let's see. We have what we want on the bump, I think, for this matchup to get back into the win column after a 3-game sweep at the hands of the Phillies. Yeah, he's 0-4 with the 10.89 ERA. Everyone's finally rested for the most part again. And let's see. Now we're going to do 3 games as normal. Today, let's see. Yastrzemski batting 8th. Yeah, we'll rock and roll with this lineup. Let's go. 18-11 after that sweep last series. The Tigers are 12-17 going into this one. And we are back in beautiful Cobb County, Georgia on a not so beautiful night. It's rainy here in the ATL as the 12-17 Detroit Tigers come to town to face off against the 18-11 Atlanta Braves. And the game's top option was to go for a storyline on Casey Mize, looking for a bounce back. Braves as a team also looking for a bounce back. Not a great series against the Phils. After winning a series against them a week ago, then mopping their division foes, the Nationals, the Bravos, got swept by the Phillies. And will now look to take down Casey Mize to get things right. And there's Chattahoochee Falls and the Chick-fil-A cow. And the fans that are ready to cheer on Lucas Giolito and the Braves. Lucas Giolito, through 5 games, started as a 2-1 record, 32 innings pitched, a 1.69 ERA, a 0.78 whip, and 32 strikeouts, a walk rate of just 1.7%. And Gleyber Torres will step in first. He's got a 261 average on the year with a 729 OPS, I believe that said. Giolito with a 4-seam fastball, a circle change, that's the famed changeup. He'll miss with it there for ball 1. Slider and a 12-6 curve. And just for the viewers at home to know, we are on GOAT mode. Count even to 1-1 after that foul ball. Next pitch is sprayed foul by Gleyber. And swung on, and I don't know how we got a piece of that one. 1-2 goes the count to Gleyber Torres. Target from Drake Baldwin's now up and in. The pitch is popped up. Under it is Ozzy, and he's got it for out number 1. So now, after Gleyber Torres pops out to start out the game, the rest of the order, I beg your pardon, is Riley Green batting second. Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson, Dylan Dingler, the catcher, Colt Keith, Javier Baez, Parker Meadows, and Jahmai Jones. First pitch to Riley Green here. Will miss inside. Ball one. Computer. I have it off on the main screen, that is. Second pitch to Riley Green is sent deep into right field. It'll one hop the wall. Acuna's got it. Throw it to second, touchdown, go to the cutoff. Then relay to second, and it's late.
Batting third, right fielder, Terry Carpenter.
So Riley Green with a double. So a runner on second for Kerry Carpenter, batting .287. Giolito looking to get a jam. He'll get a fly ball to Yaz in left. Yaz camps under it, snags it, gets it in, and there's out number two.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Spencer.
Two down for Spencer Torkelson. First pitch to Torque will miss outside, ball one. Torque is 1 for 12 versus Giolito in his career. Count goes to Giolito. He's got it. Throws to first, and it's wide of the mark. Olsen will snag it
Catcher, Dylan Dingler.
before it turned into any kind of trouble. And now here's Dylan Dingler. And that's a ball up and in to Dingler. Now this one's into right field. Acuna tracking, and it'll hang up for him in foul territory. He'll snag it for out number three. So a one out double doesn't do much harm to the Braves. Right now it is, as we go to the bottom of the first, it's Detroit nothing, and the Braves are coming up. They'll be facing Casey Mize tonight. 5 games started to an 0-4 record. Just 19 innings pitched in that time. A 10.89 ERA and a 2.21 whip, which is 9 strikeouts. He has a strikeout rate of 9.3% and a walk rate just below at 7.2%. He's got a four-seamer, splitter, slider, slurve, and sinker. Braves struck out a lot in that Phillies series. Now, they did face a lot of great Phillies pitchers and a lot of just great pitchers in the league in general. And Acuna, I beg your pardon, skies this one into right field, into the corner. It's down for extra bases. Acuna rounding second, but ends up slowing and just settling in. The shifted outfield they were shifted towards left field, made that an easy double for Acuna. So Ronald gets things going with his second double of the season. And here's Drake Baldwin. Now a lot of strikeouts. Braves face Zach Wheeler, Christopher Sanchez, and Jesus Luzardo in the last series. That's a buzzsaw right there. And Casey Mize is no slouch despite his season stats so far. And umpire at third base says Drake went. And may have just tilted. It was close. Count 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Batting third,
I don't know how I was that early on that. One down in the Braves lineup. Acuna and Baldwin we've already seen. Riley, Olsen, Ozzie, Dominic Smith, Mauricio Dubon, Mike Yastrzemski, and Michael Harris II is the order tonight. Braves this season with 55 home runs. That's good for best in the major leagues. One down, and Riley checks his swing, but it's a strike anyway. 0-1's the count. Riley swings through that one, strike 2. I am way early on his fastball for some reason. Count 0-2, one out. Riley sends this one. I am so early on it. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I'm going to double check the... Okay, yeah, that's where it needs to be. I want to check the catcher's arm really fast on the other teams. Bit of scouting report here. Dingler has an 88 rated arm. Okay. I want to be careful stealing the bases then. Counts 0-2 to Austin Riley. That's going to miss well outside with a slider. Ball 1. He's going to go back to fastball here. The 1-2. He did. Oh, with a sinker, though. Well, still a fastball, technically. Count even to 2-2. Cunha leads off at second. The pitch. Home plate umpire is going to ring up Riley for going a little too far on the check swing. And a little closer than you'd like to see an home plate umpire ring him up, but he looks like he did go. First pitch to Olsen is a splitter, and it's swung on a miss for strike 1. Counts 0-1. That'll miss low, 1-1. Cunha with 21 stolen bases on the year. I think that percentage mark, though, is wrong. I don't think he is 100% on them. Splitter swung on a miss for strike 2. Couple of splitters now that Olsen's fanned on. Counts 1-2 with 2 outs. Slurve is swung on and missed for strike 3 after a leadoff double. Mize K's the next 3 Braves. They have no answer at the plate right now. And it's 0-0 going into the second. Here's Colt Keith to lead things off against Lucas Giolito. Get a strike. Keith is 0 for 11 versus Lucas in his career. 5 strikeouts. He'll ground this one, though, to Matt Olson at first, who will take it in and step on the bag himself for out number 1.
Batting 7, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javi Baez, batting .210 on the season. First pitch to Giolito is sent into left field and deep. Yaz after it. He'll track it down, though, and there's out number 2. Detroit hitters tonight are jumping all over Giolito early on in the count, although not much to show for it so far. Meadows is 4 for 10 against Giolito in his career, and he'll whiff on a circle change there to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is sent into center field. Dive from Dubon, but he won't be able to get that one. Runner's going to be on first with 2 down. Up steps the 9-hitter for the Tigers, Jahmai Jones. First pitch to him is sent into right field. They are aggressive early, are the Tigers batters, and they'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, I suppose. We're through 1.5. It's 0-0. Here's Ozzy, batting .220 on the year. 611 OPS, but 13 stolen bags. So when he gets on, he's a threat to get to second base. First pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1, and they're going to say he went. Home plate umpire is strike 2. Another close one, but I guess home plate umpire just likes ringing up those check swing. 1-2. Braves faithful trying to cheer on their team. No doubt they know that the Braves have been striking out a ton. And there's out number 1 as Ozzy grounds out to his counterpart at second base. Did scorch that thing, though. 98 off the bat. And now here's Big Dom Smith. First pitch to Dom is a slider. That'll not slide very much. It's ball 1 outside. He's 0 for 1, or he was 0 for 1 in the last game. Struck out, and he's going to scorch this one foul. 104 off the bat. Just well early on it. Count even to 1-1. Well inside, and that slurve just dotted below Dom Smith's elbow guard. Young goes to 2-1, and Dom sprays another one foul. Not as much on that one. Count even to 2-2. The pitch is going to be called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Strikeout number 4, no challenge, and it was right on the black. So good no challenge from Dom, but still not what you want there. Braves have been retired 5 times tonight and 4 on the strikeout. Ball 1 outside, despite the fact that Casey Mize only had 9 strikeouts coming into this game. 1-1 to Dubon is swung on and missed for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. Here comes the delivery, and it's sent into left field. Under it is Riley Green. He'll make the grab, and that's out number 3. A little more contact this inning, but Braves still go down in order. We're through 2. It's 0-0 in Atlanta. And the lineup card flips on over for the Detroit Tigers. It's Gleyber Torres, who led the game off, I should say. That's ball 1 outside with a pop out. Gleyber, a 3-time All-Star, including last season. He'll swing through that 1-0 fastball to make it 1-1. Now that changeup dives below the zone. And it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch swung on and grounded to Ozzie at second. He'll gobble that up, throw to first, and there's out number 1.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder Riley.
Here's Riley Green. A double in his first at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on a changeup here. I think that is 3rd double of his career versus Giolito. And now he'll send one to Dubon at short. Dubon vacuums it up. Throws to first, and there's out number 2. 2 worm burners of ground balls. That one 99, but hugging the carpet there. And Gary Carpenter steps up. And no, boy. He's going to send that one a long way. 4-0-2, second row into the chop house. It's 1-0 Detroit. 106 off the bat. Lucas just left that changeup right down the heart of the plate. Now this one, taken in by Dubon on a slide. He'll stand up, throw to first, and got him. We're out number 3. Unfortunately, not before a long homer from Gary Carpenter. Bat flipped this one. Didn't actually get out as much as I thought it would. Maybe as much as Gary did either. But it still got out of here, and Detroit makes it 1-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. And here we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Mike Yastrzemski steps up to the plate. Got a 169 batting average on the year and swings through a first pitch splitter. But his last 6 games is 1 dotting in the OPS department. So trying to find some fire again. And he'll scorch this one into center field, unfortunately. Cruising over to it is Parker Meadows. 95 off the bat. A scorcher. Yaz has been putting a lot of good wood on it lately. 1 down, and here's Michael Harris. He'll start his swing and almost immediately stop it and take ball 1 low. 1 down, no one on, and now a 2-0 count after that 4-seamer misses up and away. Two-0 misses high and tight, 3-0. On deck is the top of the order, Ronald Acuna Jr., who of course doubled earlier today, and now there's a strike to Michael. So a count goes to 3-1. And here is the 3-1, swung on and fouled back. That I think would have been ball 4. But Michael instead will see a 6th pitch, the 3-2. Swung on and popped into left field. Under it is Riley Green. He'll make the grab, and that's out number 2. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. looking to get something going. He got a double to lead off the offensive side of the Braves. Now sends one deep into left field, but under it is Riley Green. And there's out number 3. Well, no small victory. The Braves do put every ball they saw that inning in play. And now through 3, it's 1-0 Detroit. Here's Lucas Giolito to face off against Dylan Dingler. Giolito, the one dark spot today has been that homer. Solo shot last inning on a circle change he left over the heart of the plate. been a steady diet of four seams and changeups. And as I say that, of course, a 12-6 curve drops in. In the dirt, that is. 2-1 the count, and this one is popped up just beyond the infield dirt, and Ozzy makes the grab for out number 1. Here's Colt Keith.
Second baseman, Colt Keith.
First pitch to Keith will miss outside, ball 1. Keith is now 0 for 12 against Giolito in his career, 0 for 1 today, and Keith drills one the other way foul. Lucas has not struck anyone out yet, but has gotten a lot of those. Another pop out. Well, a pop up, I should say. Drake Baldwin at the netting behind home plate makes the grab for out number 2. 2 down now for Javier Baez. First pitch to Baez is going to be a slider that's sent into right field. Running and camping out underneath it is Ronald Acuna Jr. He'll make a s'more or two, and then make the grab for out number 3. We're through 3.5. It's 1-0 Detroit.
Leading off,
Casey Mize so far just 1 hit, a K 4 through 3 innings.
Baldwin.
Just under half his season total in strikeouts he's gotten to today, and one of those guys is up to the plate right here, Drake Baldwin. He's going to rip one, but just got over the top of that one. Taken in by Spencer Torkelson at first base. And he'll step on the bag for out number 1. Hey there, Chairs. You had a chair today? I'm proud of you, Chairs. I'm proud of you. 1 down now for Austin O'Reilly. He'll start to go, but very, very quickly relents as that's ball 1 low on a splitter. Ooh, and that's going to be a strike right on the inside black of the plate. Count evens at 1-1. Now ripped to shortstop. Taken in, though, by Detroit's shortstop and thrown to first for out number 2. I'll bring up Matt Olson. When is the Sims coming? August? Is it 7th? I think it's 7th. Ball 1 outside. It's in a post on Classic Cookie Gaming. I'm actually recording it with Lilac this week as this one popped in onto the warning track down the first base line and taken in by whoever's playing second base for the Tigers today. We're through 4. It's 1-0 Detroit. Through 4 innings, Giolito giving up 3 hits, 1 run. Has not walked or struck out a batter, and Casey Mize, no walks, has struck out 4, giving up just 1 hit and no runs. Mize has not struck out anyone since the 2nd inning. Braves perhaps settling in a bit on the offensive side. Now this one sent backwards foul by Parker Meadows, the center fielder. And now he'll loop one to second. Ozzy takes a step or 2 back and fields it, or catches it in the air for out number 2. Out number 1, I beg your pardon. Here is Jahmai Jones. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. See, I gotta see what is he playing today? Does it say? It probably said earlier. Let's take a look at the box score. Colt Keith is the second baseman, and Javier Baez is the shortstop. I should have known that about Baez. Jahmai Jones is the third baseman. Playing third base today. I knew it the whole time. Counts 1-0 to him. The pitch will miss outside, ball 2. 2-0 is just outside, 3-0. And the 3-0 will get in there for a strike. I do have a guess Wednesday. I do indeed. Count is 3-1. Here comes the pitch. It is fouled off of Drake Baldwin's leg for strike 2. Count goes full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung and ripped into left field. Yaz tracking, reaches up and makes the grab. A step in front of the warning track over his shoulder for out number 2. 99 off the bat, a scorcher. Doesn't stop Yaz from tracking it down, though. 2 down, and here's Glaber, who's going to send one high and deep into the Atlanta sky. At the warning track, Michael Harris stops, makes the grab, and that's out number 3. So a couple loud outs to end the top of the 5th, but it's still just 1-0 in favor of Detroit. Well, I certainly hope not, Cheers, because I've eaten a lot of cookies in my day. Now here's Ozzy. He's going to send one up the middle, but it's taken in by Javi Baez. Playing as up the middle as he possibly can with the no-shift rules. That's out number 1. Here's Dom Smith, over 1 with a strikeout. Swings through the first pitch for strike 1. And, ooh, I think that was foul tipped into the mitt for strike 2. Count goes 2-2, or 0-2, I beg your pardon. And swung on a miss, strike 3. Mize collects his 5th K of the game. Now here's Doobie, Mauricio Dubon. With no one on and 2 outs, he's going to ground this one, chopped in front of home plate, but it'll tail into the foul territory. Third on the Braves with 4 doubles is Mauricio Dubon. He waits the 0-1. Here it comes. It's going to miss well outside. 1-1 with a sinker. Mize looking for his first win of the year. And there's strike 2. Count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs and no one on. That one fouled away by... Somehow got a piece of it. The 1-2 is popped up straight behind home plate. And Dingler makes the grab after shedding the mask for out number 3. We're through 5 in the ATL. It's 1-0 in favor of the Tigers. And here in the top of the 6th, you have the biggest highlight of the game, the home run by... Is it Colt Keith or Riley Green? I don't know, by somebody. Riley Green had the double, so it wasn't him. Anyway, strike 1. That'll miss down, 1-1. I gotta see who. Hold on, who hit that home run? I can't believe I forgot already. It was Kerry Carpenter. Counts even at 1-1. The pitch is sent into the 5-6 hole. Tracked down by Mauricio. He spins and fires. Scooped by Olsen at first. What a play for out number 1. Oh, thank you there, Jenny. So 1 down here in the 6th. And here is Kerry Carpenter. Back in the 3rd inning, sent one into the chop house seating. And the lead has held ever since at 1-0. The only real source of offense on either side tonight. Strike 1. On a first pitch curve, and now this one grounded to Mauricio at short. He'll take it in, throw to first, and there's out number 2. No homer this time. And Spencer Torkelson will step up to the plate. 2 down, no one on for Torque. And he's going to ground one to second. Ozzy going to his right backhand, throws to first, and there's out number 3. So the Tigers go down in order. It's still 1-0 going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here is Mike Yastrzemski, 0 for 1 with a line out in his first at-bat. He'll take strike 1 down and in. Braves acquired Mike Yastrzemski in free agency in his last offseason back in November. That ball goes straight through the netting. Oh, good night. I haven't seen that before. That ball went perfectly through the netting. Count 0-2. I didn't even know that was possible. Checked his swing, and the third base umpire, beg your pardon, is going to bring up Yaz there. Strikeout number 6 may have just barely gone. That's a tough one though for Yaz. And now Michael Harris gets that same pitch a little bit more towards the zone and rips it foul. Count is 0-1, and this is will be called a strike, and Michael's gonna challenge. This one just nicked the corner. The call will be upheld at 0-2. Braves unable to catch much of a break in this one. Counts 0-2. Way inside. Would have hit Michael, but he got out of the way of it on that slider. Ball 1. Count is 1-2. The pitch is sent into right field. Under it is Kerry Carpenter. He makes the grab for out number 2. Here's Acuna, 1 for 2 with a double. In fact, the only hit the Braves have tonight is off his bat. First pitch to him is going to be a ball up and away. He's been a silver slugger thrice in his career. And that splitter will get in there for a strike. The count goes to 1-1. Here is that pitch. Grounded foul past Tommy Watkins at third. Two down, 1-2 the count. And swung on and missed. Strike 3, a slider. Casey Mize is fired up.
Leading off with the Tigers, catcher Dylan Dingler.
And the Braves go down in order once again. We're through 6. It's 1-0 Tigers. And first pitch from Giolito in the 7th is sent out to right field. Acuna is on dirt. He's got it for out number 1. A fly ball off of Dingler's bat. Lucas has only thrown 53 pitches. Strike 1. Colt Keith is up. Lucas has not given up a hit since that homer. Count 0-2. The pitch, I believe. Anyway, count is 1-2. May have been one after that. Actually, now that I think of it. Count is 2-2 to Colt Keith. Swung on and grounded back foul. Count even at 2-2. The pitch is going to skip in there. Ball 3. Javi Baez on deck. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled back. Payoff again is swung on and fouled away. Here comes the 3-2 once more, and this one's fouled down the left field line. Lucas Giolito was sailing through this game, now up to 62 pitches after starting at 52. Starting the inning at 52, and now this one's going to be sent foul, a little closer to fair territory. We'll have another full count pitch. It's swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lucas Giolito delivers his first whirly bird special of the evening. And his first strikeout overall. 2 down now for Javier Baez. Long at bat, battle won by Lucas Giolito against Colt Keith. Now the 0-1, he goes to 0-2 after that one just catches the corner. 0-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, back-to-back whirly bird specials. Lucas Giolito through 7 now, and it's 1-0 Tigers. Casey Mize is going out for a 7th inning of work. He's at just 63 pitches. He's only given up 1 hit. It was the very first batter he saw. Baldwin sprays this one foul. Yep, very first batter he saw, Ronald Acuna Jr. doubled. Ever since then, nothing. Not even a walk, not even a hit by pitch. Count goes 0-2 on Baldwin. The pitch will miss high, ball 1. Count's 1-2. Mize ready, set, go, ball 2. Baldwin 0 for 2, a strikeout. And something else I couldn't quite read on the big board. And now this one is sent into center field. Pretty well struck, but unfortunately not well enough. Under it is Parker Meadows, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. 96 off the bat, and A.J. Hinch has had enough. His starting pitcher is absolutely rolling, but doesn't care. He's going to go out and get Mize. Mize delivered 6 1/3 innings of just 1 hit, shutout baseball. He'll yield to Kyle Finnegan, who has an 0.96 ERA through 9 1/3 innings pitched. Righties are hitting 0.67 off of him, while lefties batting 235. 3 holds thus far, and here's Austin Riley against some of the 4-seam splitter and slider hurler. First pitch will miss up and away, ball 1 at 98. Counts 1-0, the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 98 inside. The 1-1. Austin will hold back, and it'll miss just below the zone, and that would have been, I think, ABS challenge proof, but not by much. 2-1. A splitter swung over the top of it. Did Riley? No way I started my swing that high with the PCI that high. Anyway, counts even up at 2-2. Pitch is going to be called. Strike 3 right on the black. Riley won't challenge. Finnegan collects a strikeout, and here's Matt Olson. Two down, no one on. Olson fouls back a splitter. How did I know they would throw a first pitch splitter? Counts 0-1. Still missed it, though. And a 4-seamer in there for strike 2. Matt Olson's average falling down to 224. He's going to send this one to right field. Blooped. Going out is the second baseman, Colt Keith. He'll run to basically where the right fielder would normally stand at regular depth. Makes the over-the-shoulder grab, and there's out number 3. Well, we're through 7 in Atlanta. It's 1-0 Tigers. And Lucas Giolito's going to go out there for an 8th inning of work. He'll face Parker Meadows. First pitch, strike 1. Then Meadows didn't like it. He's going to challenge. This challenge brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming, and it did miss by a good margin. So the count goes to 1-0. And the 1-0 is grounded weakly to Ozzie at second. He'll field it after going to his left a few steps and makes the grab for out number 1. Now up Jahmai Jones. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Jahmai Jones batting .313 versus lefties, but against righties in the 70s, the 070s. That one's going to miss, by the way. Count even at 1-1. The pitch is grounded down the third base line and foul. And here comes the 1-2. Swung on and hit into foul territory. Yaz running after it. It's near the netting, and it's off the netting. Now the count's 1-2. The pitch from Giolito will miss outside. It's a 4-seam fastball, 92. Count even at 2-2, and they'll spit on that one. 3-2 goes the count now. The payoff is hit right at Austin Riley at third. He'll snag it for out number 2. Now Gleyber Torres will step up. He's 0 for 3. Popped down his first at bat. Ball 1. Now this one grounded to Riley. He'll take it in. Throw to first on the run, and there's out number 3. We're through 8 in Atlanta. And it's still we're through 7.5, I beg your pardon, and it's the Tigers up 1-0 over the Braves. And here is Ozzie Albies to face Kyle Finnegan, who's still in the game, came in with an out in the last inning. And there's strike 1. Got a strikeout and a pop out, good enough for him to stay in. Now inside, 1-1 now. Charge! Need anything anything to go in our favor. The count's even at 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on that splitter. Count goes 1-2. Here is the 1-2. Did he go? Oh, they're going to say he went. Home plate umpire's going to ring him up. He likes doing that. Did go, though. So there's one down. Nobody on. And here's Big Dom Smith. Swings and misses through a splitter for strike 1. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2, backdoor slider. On deck, Dubon. With no one on, 1 out, and an 0-2 count. The pitch is sprayed foul by Dom. The 0-2 again. Checks his swing, but it's in there for strike 3. AJ Hinch is going to go get his hurler. And in comes Kenley Jansen. Kenley, 11 games this season, a 6.75 ERA. Both righties and lefties batting .333 off of him. He's got that cutter that he is known for. And also has a sinker, slider, and sweeper. And here's Doobie. Dubon out in front of the cutter for strike 1. Yaz on deck. Harris in the hole. Dubon sprays this one back foul. He was on that one a little bit better. Apparently still very early. Counts 0-2 with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed with a cutter for strike 3. Lucas Giolito's going to go out there to face Riley Green. No one up in the Braves bullpen. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Sent well into right field. This one's going to one-hop the wall, looks like. It will. Acuna gets it, hurls it back in, and there's a leadoff base runner at second base for the Tigers. And now someone's going to start stirring. It'll be Robert Suarez. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's Kerry Carpenter. Had that homer earlier in the game. First pitch is fouled off. Second isn't going to miss inside. It's now 1-1. 1-1 is sent well into the seats, foul. The 1-2 pitch will be taken. Throw down to second, not in time, and a little off target. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Lucas Giolito with a third whirly bird special of the game. Four-seamer down and in. Now here's Spencer Torkelson. First pitch to him is sent well into left field and deep, but it'll tail into the seats, foul. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. 1-1 is golfed into right field. Under it, Acuna. No tag up from Riley Green, and a good choice. As Acuna one-hop that sucker in there. Here's Dylan Dingler. The runner on second and 2 outs. .0 is going to miss just below the zone, 2-0. The 2-0 is going to be sent well into left field, but tails foul. The 2-1 is popped up on the infield. In foul territory, Matt Olson has it for out number 3. A complete game for Lucas Giolito. Gets out of some trouble. Leadoff double And the Braves will now try to get him the win. Yaz will lead things off against Will Vest, who's 6 for 6 on saves this season, but does have a 3.68 ERA and a 3.33 batting average against for righties. Lefties a 2.86. Yaz is leading things off. Four-seamer, slider, sinker, and circle change. We'll see if Yaz can do something here. An incredible pitching performance from Lucas Giolito. And you would hate to see it go all for naught. See what the Braves can do. Yaz swings and misses at strike one. The 0-1. Missed well low and away, ball one. One. Circle change gets Yaz out in front, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Sent high and deep into the Atlanta sky. Hot dogs are on Yaz tonight. Yastrzemski sends one to the chop house. Tie ball game. Holy smokes! The Braves will hand Vest his first blown save of the year. All tied up at 1 in Atlanta. What a homer from Yaz. And now it'll be Michael Harris's turn. Four-seamer right down the pipe. And Yaz sent it for a no-doubter to the chop house. 98 miles an hour. And now here's Michael Harris the second. First pitch to him will miss outside. Ball one. Oh my goodness. At the very least, Giolito won't get a loss for his efforts. The count's 1-0. That'll miss inside. 2-0. Now we'll see if Michael can get on here. That's up and in and called a strike. I think it... Oh, I should have challenged. The count is 2-1. And here comes the 2-1. It's popped towards the Tigers' dugout. Is it going to go foul or stay in? It'll go foul. Counts even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sent high and deep. Back into center field. High. Fly ball. Leap at the wall. It's gone. It's a home run. Michael Harris II walks it off in Atlanta. The Braves don't score for 8 innings. They get just one hit through 8 innings. They have just one base runner through 8 innings. And here in the 9th, back-to-back solo homers from Mike Yastrzemski and then Michael Harris II. Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! Holy smokes, they do it for their guy, Lucas Giolito. Snapping the 3-game losing streak. Lucas Giolito winning through a complete game, 1 runner. Just gave up 4 hits, didn't walk a batter. He'll go to 3-1 as Will Vest, the losing pitcher of record, will go down to 0-1 and blow his first save. Tigers box score at the end of the day, 1 run on 4 hits. They had no errors. Braves had 2 runs on 3 hits and just 1 error. What a ball game. Oh my gosh. A pitching duel till the end. And the Braves push their league leading now 57 home runs up to that 57 number. What a game. Woo, and it'll be another great game in the next one. At 7:15, we'll have Chris Sale versus Tarek Skubal. Holy smokes, is that going to be a good pitching matchup? We'll load it up on this Wednesday evening. Chris Sale's going to go for the Braves. Derek Skubal for the Tigers, not the Lions, I beg your pardon. And let's see, Eli White's going to be in there. Kim will stay on the bench again. Gonna switch Riley and Baldwin here. Now let's rock and roll. Braves go to 19-11 after that crazy win. And we're here in Atlanta once again. The 12-18 Detroit Tigers take on the 19-11 Atlanta Braves. And Reese Hoskin. No, actually, let's go to storyline. Lucas Giolito. Holy smokes. Has he been good for Atlanta this year? And even better yesterday. Just gave up 1 run through 9 innings of work. Was trailing 1-0. Walt Weiss stuck him in there, kept him in there after a leadoff double in the 9th. Ended up paying off as he got out of it. And the Braves came back in the bottom half to win things 2-1 after not being able to score for 8 innings. And from beautiful Chattahoochee Falls, we see a great vantage point of Truist Field and Chris Sale, who in this season has started 6 times. He has a 4-1 record, 39 and a third innings pitch, a 3.66 ERA, and a 1.19 WHIP. 41 strikeouts on the year. Has a walk rate of 7.5% and a strikeout rate of 25.6. He'll be facing off against Gleyber Torres to start things off here. And before we do that, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. This break in the action brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming. And we are back. on this fine Wednesday evening in game with Chris Sale. Once again, he is on the bump. In a rowdy crowd in Cobb County. First pitch from Chris Sale will miss outside, ball 1. Now a ground ball from Glaber. He'll ground it to Mauricio at short. Mauricio takes it in and throws the first for out number 1. Here's Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson batting 186 on the year, and he'll take a ball outside. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Count goes 1-1. The pitch will miss outside, 2-1. 2-1 is sent well foul. Well struck and well foul. Now count even at 2-2. The pitch slider that misses low. 3-2. The payoff on its way will miss high, ball 4. So Torque takes first. And here's Dylan Dingler. First pitch to him. Line in a left field, but taken in by Eli White easily. For out number 2. 98 off the bat. Absolute scorcher. Now here's Kerry Carpenter. First pitch to Carpenter. Swung on and missed, strike 1. On that slider. Nasty Chris Sale slider. Inside. Ball 1 misses inside. Now the 1-1 up way upstairs. 2-1. Now the 2-1 will dive out of the zone. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Swung in. Weakly hit just past the diving Ozzy for a base hit. 2 down now and 2 on. And here's Riley Green. First pitch to Green is in there for a strike. 95. Up and in. The 0-1. Misses inside. 1-1. The even count pitch is going to get through for a base hit. Michael Harris the second. Comes up throwing. The throw is late to the plate. And a run scores. Not hard contact at all, but at least the base hits. But it's gotten the job done so far. It's 1-0 Detroit early on. Now quickly 0-2 to Jahmai Jones. The 0-2 swung on and sent to right field. Under it now is Acuna. He'll make the grab for out number 3. Not before the Riley Green sends one right back up the middle to put his team up top 1-0. And Tarek Skubal on the mound for the Detroit Tigers. Through 6 games started, he has a 2-1 record, 39 1/3 innings pitched. It's a 2.52 ERA and a 1.09 whip. 35 strikeouts to boot. Features a circle change, 4-seam fastball, sinker, slider, and knuckle curve. First pitch to Acuna is sent into center field, splitting the 2 outfielders in right center field. And under it, who is that? Is someone, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Ronald Acuna Jr. just led things off. Baldwin, Riley, Hoskins, Matt Olson, Ozzy Albies, Michael Harris II, Eli White tonight in left field, and Mauricio Dubon, your order. Maurice Hoskins, the DH in the cleanup spot. Here's Drake Baldwin. First pitch he sees, he puts up the middle, but getting to it is Torres. He'll backhand throw to first. It's in time for out number 2. 2 down, and after just 2 pitches, here's Austin Riley. First pitch, checked his swing. Oh, they're going to say he went. Circle change, strike 1. And he just did. Tough one. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on another good circle change. Counts 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Riley goes down on strikes. Braves go down 1-2-3, and now here's Javi Baez in the second.
Javier Baez.
First pitch to Javi is going to miss outside, ball 1. Looking for home run number 198 in his career, and ball 2. That one's fouled down the third baseline. Ball 3 up. 3-1. Goes the count to Javi Baez. He'll swing at one wild of the zone. Backhanded by Riley at third. A weak ground ball and thrown to first for out number 1. So a little help there from Baez. Something he's been known to do in his career. And there's ball 1 to Winseel Perez. Batting 139 on the year. There's a strike against him, 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2. Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Strike 3. Sale picks up his first strikeout of the ball game. It's on a half order of the Whirlybird special. And upsets Zach McKinstry. 1-0 count. Now goes to 1-1 by the challenge. This one brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming, and I think it's going to be overturned, and by the hair of his chinny chin chin, this one will be overturned to a 2-0 count. Strike 1. Counts 2-1, and this one grounded to Ozzie. He'll go to our right, field it, throw to first for out number 3. So the Tigers go down 1-2-3 this inning. They still lead it, though, 1-0 over the Braves. And here's Rhys Hoskins. And he'll swing at the first pitch and miss it by a mile for strike 1. The 0-1 checked his swing, did he? He did, says the first base umpire, Larry, for ball 1. That's the only name that stuck with me. The first base umpire's name is Larry. 1-1. And that one is swung over the top of for strike 2. Braves trying to be aggressive. You can tell it early on. And it's not quite working out for them, as there's strike 3 from Rhys Hoskins, or for Rhys Hoskins from Tarek Skubal. Matt Olson steps up, batting 5th tonight. He'll take ball 1 up and away. Batting .222 in the .807 OPS, but he does have 13 homers on the young season. Part of the reason why the Braves lead the majors in home runs. And now sends one the other way for a base hit. Not fielded cleanly and left by Riley Green, but he keeps it in front of him and will get it in. So Olson with 1 out gets something started. Braves' first hit of the game, and now up steps Ozzie Albies. Skubal will be firing just his 12th pitch here. And it's sent up the middle for a base hit. Ozzie Albies keeps the line moving. And up steps Michael Harris II. He was a hero in last night's game. A huge walk-off. The first pitch to him here is going to miss outside, ball 1, 97 miles per hour. From Tarek Skubal. Has struck out 31 times this year. He won't do it here, though. Lines it right to the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson, though, and there's out number 2. Holy smokes, 99 off the bat. He smoked that one. And now here's Eli White. Runners at first and second. Olson at second. Ozzie at first. This one's fouled back. Braves with a chance early here against Skubal. The pitch is sent to right field. Under it is Zach McKinstry, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. Braves do threaten in the second, but it all goes for naught Detroit still leads things 1-0. And Glaber's up again. He'll take strike one from the future Hall of Famer, Chris Sale.
Nope.
The 1-1 pitch is going to be a backdoor slider that finds the zone, doing 1-2. 1-2 swung on a miss. Strike three. He's going to hit the dirt, so some housekeeping from Drake Baldwin. They'll throw down the first, and there's out number one. He fielded it cleanly. It just hit the dirt, so I have to go down to first. But it's a bit of a messier order of the Whirly Bird special. One down for Torque. Ball one outside, batting 186 on the season. Strike one. Did walk to get things going for the Tigers in their rally in the first inning, and now he's going to send one into the right field corner. Acuna gets to it. He'll throw it into second, and it is not in time. Holy smokes. The throw beat him. The tag did not. And now here's Dylan Dingler with a runner on second base and one out. He'll take strike one. That one's upstairs at 96. This one, low liner into the camera well. Foul. No one's down there, though. Uh-oh. Where'd our camera guy go? The 1-2 is lined foul. One, two.
That's a ball.
Inside with a slider. Won't get him chasing. 2-2 now. Swung on and lined foul over the Braves dugout. 2-2 again. Is looped into left field and taken in by Eli White. About to say Ozzy Albies for some reason. There's out number two.
Up next for the Tigers is designated hitter.
Here's Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he'll swing over the top of a slider here for strike one. The 0-1 will miss high, 1-1. The 1-1 swung over the top of that one, strike two. The 1-2, he'll get a piece of this slider and send it high and foul into the third baseline seats. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. Whirly Bird special for Mr. Carpenter. He goes down on the slider. Chris Sale gets out of a one-out double jam. It's still 1-0 Tigers going through 2.5.
Leading off to the grave.
Here's Doobie. Mauricio Dubon will face Tarek Skubal here. With no one on, and he'll line one into center field and taken in by Perez, Winfield Perez, for out number one. Hit that one pretty well, but not well enough. Braves batters, it feels like are seeing Skubal fairly well. Ball one down and away. They've been aggressive. It hasn't worked for a couple of batters, but overall, they've gotten some good wood on it. Now, Acuna swings through that one for strike one. Counts at 1-1 now. Swung on and missed at that four-seam fastball for strike two. The count is 1-2. Circle change misses low. 2-2, counts even. Drake Baldwin on deck, one out, no one on. Even count 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. It's that circle change. Acuna goes down on strikes. Skubal collects his third strikeout, and here's Drake Baldwin. And now Baldwin will send one up the middle for a base hit. So get something going with 2 outs here. 105 off the bat. And now here is Austin Riley with 1 on and 2 out. First pitch he sees, swung on and missed, strike one. Circle change he was out in front of. He struck out in his first at bat. And he'll lay off this circle change. Ball one. 9th in the NL with a 1 even WAR. And now pickoff attempt at first, nothing doing. Baldwin gets back in time. Count even at 1-1. And swung on a miss by Riley for strike 2. On it timing-wise, but a little over that sinker. Counts 1-2 with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Ripped foul. Sinker. Riley was very late on it, but struck very well. 90 off the bat. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Misses well high, 2-2. If that doesn't set up the low circle change, I don't know what does. By the way, Phillies lost yesterday, so the Braves go back to a 3-game lead in the East. And O'Reilly sprays this foul. Count stays 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Misses way away. 3-2. Hoskins on deck. Counts full. Baldwin will be on the run. 3-2. Sprayed foul by Riley. Full count pitch. Here it comes again. Swung on and missed. Riley couldn't get a piece of that one. He goes down on strikes again after a good battle. And through 3, it's still Tigers 1, Braves nothing. Now here's Chris Sale. Once again, strike 1. Face Riley Green. Now this one grounded to Dubon. He throws from the third base position, and there's out number 1. Great play there from Dubon. Chris Sale has walked a batter and given up a run, struck out a few. Overall, not too dissimilar from his teammates' line a day ago, except for that walk incident. Now Dubon will charge this one, throw to first, and it's a strike for out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers, shortstop, Javier Baez.
But Chris Sale's been pretty well settled in after that that's backdoor slider, strike 1. After that opening inning. This one sent foul. 0-2 now for Javier Baez. The 0-2. He won't swing at this one. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. He'll lay off of that one. 2-2. 2-2 is sent back foul. So we'll see another 2-2 pitch. And it's sent to Ozzie. Oh, it goes right past him. I think Ozzie may have stumbled a little bit there, prevented him from diving properly, or at least just getting to that one properly. Now here's Wensiel Perez, the center fielder today. He bounces one up the middle. Dubon can't get to that one. So a couple of seeing eye singles. With runners at first and second for Zach McKinstry with 1 out. With 2 outs, and now Eli White will field this one. Will catch it in the air, I should say, for out number 3. So some 2-out trouble, but other than that, nothing doing for the Tigers in the run column. They still lead things 1-0
Leading off for the Braves, designated
through 3.5. Dang, Patrick, that's crazy. 22 RBIs in 1 game. Holy smokes. Strike 1 to Rhys Hoskins. Checked his swing. Did he go? Larry's going to say yes. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Quick work of Rhys Hoskins. Now here's Matt Olson, who's 1 for 1 on the day, singled. That's going to miss upstairs. Ball 1. Dang, 52-1 is crazy. Count 1-0 for Matt Olson. He'll swing at that one. Strike 1. Counts 1-1. Misses inside. 2-1. And everyone out there in chat, don't forget to leave a like on this stream. Every like helps. Counts even at 2-2. Here for Matt Olson, and He'll take that one 3-2. Count goes full with Ozzy on deck. Full count pitch. Swung on and popped straight up. Under it is Dingler. He'll make the grab for out number 2. 2 down. Ozzy up. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Check to swing. Larry says no this time. It's ball 1. Nice, Patrick. The 1-0 will miss down and in. 2-0. That'll miss well outside. 3-0. Scoob's losing the zone a bit with Michael Harris on deck. That'll catch the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Count goes to 3-1. Here is the 3-1. See right 2 down the chute. See where he goes here on a payoff pitch. The 3-2. Misses low, ball 4 with a circle change. That's Scoobs' first walk given up. And here's Michael Harris the second, who ripped one in his first at bat. And now he sends one well into left field, but got a little under it. Riley Green under it in left center, and he'll make the squeeze for out number 3. Through 4, the Tigers lead at 1-0. And Gleyber Torres will be up against Chris Sale, and he'll send one well foul. 90 off the bat, but well out in front of it. Sprayed foul, 0-2. The 0-2, slider misses down and in, ball 1. And swung on and missed strike 3. Pulled the string with a circle change. Another whirly bird special. Dished out by Chris Sale. Bucks his 4th K of the game. And here's Torque. We'll take strike 1 on a sinker down and away. Strike 2, good sinker. And pops this one up. Just beyond the infield dirt. Ozzy's camped out under it and makes the grab for out number 2. Here's Dylan Dingler. With no one on and 2 out, he'll take ball 1 low. Counts 1-0. Sprayed foul over the Braves dugout. 101 off the bat. Now grounded, just foul. Matt Olson with a dive and a whiff, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It didn't matter anyway, I should say. And now this one just past the diving glove of Mauricio Dubon. So another 2-out hit for the Tigers. That'll bring up Kerry Carpenter. First pitch to him will miss low, ball 1. The 1-0 sent back foul. The 1-1 sent back foul. 2-1's the count. The 2-1 swung on and missed strike 3. Chris Sale gets us his 5th K of the game on another whirly bird special. We're through 4.5. It's the Tigers 1, Braves nothing. And Eli White's going to lead things off here versus Tarek Skubal. And swings through a first pitch sinker for strike 1. Eli White with 10 stolen bases on the year. And swings through a circle change in nearly the same spot as that last sinker. Counts 0-2. And now he's going to put out a bunt after the third baseman backed up, and he's not going to be in time. A beautiful bunt. Tarek Skubal didn't even try to get to it. It was going to go a little bit past him, it looked like. Look at this bunt. With a 0-2 count. A beauty. Bare hand attempt and still late. Right after the Tigers' third baseman, who is it today? Hold on. Jahmai Jones was playing even with the bag. The first 2 pitches on an 0-2 count, backs up and is going to live to regret it. Eli White on first base with nobody out. And I'll pick off attempt at first and would have had White there, except for the throw was well off target. Here's Dubon. Strike one. Counts 0-1. White going slide step to strike. The throw is not in time. Stolen base number 11 for Eli White. Bit surprising that was called a strike, but it did just clip. Count goes to 0-2 on Doobie. The pitch in there for strike 3, 100 frozen. And now Acuna is going to step up with 1 out and a runner on second base. That's Eli White. And out in front of it was Ronald. He's batting just 167 with runners in scoring position this year. The 0-1. Well inside and in. Or well inside and down, I should say. Beg your pardon there. Counts even at 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Pickoff attempt to second. Not in time. Counts at 1-2. Runner goes. Great jump, and it's fouled away by Acuna on a pitch that was well low. One, two, runner goes again. This one fouled back again. We'll see a 6th pitch. White with a big lead again. Not going this time. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 down. And here's Drake Baldwin. He has a hit in this game. First pitch to Drake. He'll check his swing. It's ball 1 outside. Baldwin batting .360 with runners in scoring position this season. See if he can drive home Eli. The pitch sent well into center field. Going back is Perez, slowing at the track and makes the grab for out number 3. Absolute scorcher, stays just barely in the yard. And that'll end the 5th. Braves still trailing 1-0 against Skubal. Holy smokes, that was perfect line drive and didn't get out of here. Chris Sale will face off against Riley Green here in the 6th, and it's strike 1 to Riley. Going on and miss, strike 2. The 0-2 will miss low, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, got a piece of it, strike 2 still. The 1-2 again is popped into a shallow left field, and Mauricio Dubon's going to get to it, out number 1.
Up next for the Tigers.
Here's Jahmai Jones.
Jahmai Jones.
Ball 1 low. This one lined just past the glove of Matt Olson. It sticks in the corner. Acuna's throw into second base is just late. Now there's going to be 1 out with a runner on second for Gleyber Torres. Bullpen is going to start cranking up. Dylan Dodd starts to warm. Jeremy Hefner out. Sale at 87 pitches. First pitch here to Baez is going to be outside, ball 1. Swings over the top of that one, strike 1. Count even at 1-1. This one looped into left field and down for a hit. Throw home from Eli White is going to be late. It's 2-0 Detroit. Chris Sale's going to stay in this game to face Perez. Ball 1. Sprays this one foul, does Winseal Perez. Count even at 1-1. And this one slapped into right field and in for a hit. Acuna rips one to third base, and runner stays at first and second. And Walt's going to go get Dylan Dodd. Or call in Dylan Dodd, I should say. He's going to get Chris Sale. So that's the end of the night for Chris Sale. 3 games for Dylan Dodd so far. 3 2/3 innings pitched, a 0 ERA. Righties batting .250 off of him. Lefties .300. Strikeout rate is at 26.7%. And he'll face Zach McKinstry with 1 out and get a ground ball foul. Looking for a ground ball in fair territory here, of course. The 0-1. Diving away, 1-1. 1-1 up and in, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, it'll skip in there, 3-1. Gleyber Torres on deck. The 3-1 pitch is sent foul. Count goes full. 3-2. Swung on and foul, 96. Full count again is going to skip in there. Ball 4. And here's Gleyber Torres now. Looking for a pop out, a strikeout, strike 1 there. A ground ball, anything here to not let the runners advance and still get an out. Counts 0-2. Gleyber will take ball 1. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Dylan Dodd K's up Gleyber Torres, serving up a Whirly Bird special. And here's Torque. Spencer Torkelson. First pitch to him will be in the dirt, but blocked up by Drake Baldwin. No runner can advance. Ball 1. Batting .154 with runners in scoring position is Torkelson. Strike 1 on the outer third, right on the black of the plate. Counts 1-1. The pitch fouled back just between Baldwin's legs, narrowly missing him. Counts 1-2. The 1-2 swung on, hit weakly. Ozzie flags it down. Woo, baby. Just did get to that one before it could drop, and the Tigers, I beg your pardon, end up scoring 1 run in the 6th. That's all they'll get, though. It's 2-0 in their favor, and Austin Riley will lead things off here in the 6th, bottom of the 6th for the Bravos. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed, strike 1. On a slider. Counts 0-1. Checked swing and called a strike. Strike 2. Riley will call time. Trying to avoid a hat trick, which is not a great thing in baseball, the hat trick. Dylan Lee warming in the Braves pen. The 0-2 pitch. Home plate umpire is going to ring up Austin Riley there. That was an unnatural looking check swing. And ultimately, it looks like he did go. 1 down. Swung on and missed, strike 1. I don't know how it was that early on that. The count's 0-1. Strike 2, another circle change. On deck, Matt Olson. This one sprayed foul by Hoskins. Oh, 2 pitch. And he went for strike 3. Here is Matt Olson. First pitch to him will miss down and in, ball 1. No one is sent into left field and down. This will be extra bases. It hops into the, over the wall into the little passageway next to the Tigers bullpen. I don't even know what that is exactly, but it bounces in there, And now Olsen at second with Ozzy Albies up and 2 outs. Chance to drive home a run for Ozzy. Strike 1. We'll see if Ozzy can get it done. Does have a hit in this game, and a single and a walk. The 0-1 pitch will miss inside, 1-1. He's played 10 years here in Atlanta as Ozzy Albies. Counts even at 1-1. How did I miss that? Too early. Good grief. Count is 1-2 with 2 outs. Strike 3, they're going to say he went. Would have loved to see an appeal in that situation, but either way, Tarek gets out of the 2-out jam. Dylan Lee's going to come into this ball game through 14 games, has 5 hold to 12 1/3 through 12 1/3 innings pitched. He has a 3.65 ERA. He's been really good against lefties, not so much against righties. He has to face a righty to start things off this inning. And he'll get strike 1 quickly to Dylan Dingler. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Fastball blew it right by him. And now weakly grounded foul. Won't even get to third base. That one. I messed up there. 0-2. Backdoor slider struck him out. Froze him. Holy smokes. That was a terrible pitch. It was so bad it was good. And here's Gary Carpenter. He'll take ball 1 down and in. Swung on a miss, strike 1. The 1-1 is sent foul. 1-2 now. 1-2 pitch, swung and driven foul. Swung on a miss, strike 3 on a 1-2 pitch. The Whirly Bird special. Lee's got his second K this inning, and now here's Riley Green. Sent well foul off the netting down the left field line. The 0-1 up and in, 1-1. Now miss outside, 2-1. Two one catches his own, strike 2. Beautiful slider there. 2-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Dylan Lee strikes out the side. We are going to go to stretch here in Atlanta. Tigers lead it 2-0. What an inning there from Dylan Lee. And I mean, that's really all you can say. What an inning from Dylan Lee. Michael Harris, the second, will lead things off here against Scooble, and he'll foul one off for strike 1. And they're going to say he went, strike 2. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Scooble. That's number 11 on the night for him. And here's Eli White, 1 for 2 with a single. That circle change causing fits. Strike 1. Now grounded and taken in by Jamil Jones. And he's going to get the out at first for out number 2. That was probably not going to be an out if he's not playing in for the bunt. Now here's Mauricio Dubon. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Counts 0-1, strike 2, circle change whiffed on. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Another strikeout for Scoobs as his 12th through 7. Braves trail 2-0. Here's Tyler Kinley, a 6 ERA through 9 innings. Thrown 11 games, 3 holds. Righties batting 222 off of him, lefties 400. We'll see how Jahmai Jones can do. Made a great play in the bottom half of the last inning, and now there's strike 1 to him. This one fouled away. Now 0-2, swung on and very late on that one. 0-2. The 0-2 well outside. Now fouled off another slider. Count is 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Jahmai Jones goes out hacking. That's now 4 straight strikeouts for the Braves pin. Javier Baez up. He'll take strike 1 on a slider. Now ground 1 just past the diving Ozzie Albies. So there's a base hit for Baez with 1 out and nobody and now 1 out. 1 on, I mean. Sorry. Got a little confused there. 8 innings. Top of the 8th inning. Oh my gosh, this one goes through the stadium. 0-1 the count now. Winsel Perez. He's going to ground this one right past Matt Olson. Throw to third from Acuna is a little late. Runners will be at the corners now with 1 out and Zach McKinstry up. And Weiss is not going to take any chances. It's going to be Robert Suarez.
For the Braves, number 75.
Suarez through 11 games and has a 2-1 record, 4 holds, 11 1/3 innings pitched, a 1.59 ERA, 3.33 batting average against for righties, 1.25 for lefties. And he'll get a strike there. I think it's going to be overturned, though. Here comes a challenge from Zach McKinstry. Challenge brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming, and it is overturned. So that count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 is sent foul. On a sinker. It's now 1-1 and drilled into the ground directly. Foul. The 1-2 pitch swung on and grounded foul again. And they're going to say he went a half order of the Whirly Bird special for McKinstry. Strike 3, and now here's Gleyber Torres. First pitch to Gleyber, strike 1 called. Second pitch is also in there for a strike, 99. Here comes the 0-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Robert Suarez bears down and strikes out 2 in a row to end the 8th after inheriting a couple of runners. Tigers don't get anything in the 8th. It's still 2-0 their favor. And now Kenley Jansen's going to come into this ball game. Braves saw him in the last one. And a former Brave as well. Kenley Jansen with the Braves a little while ago. Cutter, sinker, slider, and sweeper. And I think the Braves are just happy to see anyone except for Tarek Skubal. Well, maybe not Zach Wheeler, but thankfully he's not on this team. Counts 0-1. Let kick and delivery for Jansen, and it's in there for strike 2 on a sweeper. What happened to our bullpen? Oh, we've used 4 pitchers. That's what's happened. I'm going to send Suarez back out there. Counts 0-2. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3 on a slider. 1 down, and here's Drake Baldwin. First pitch to Baldwin, misses well low, ball 1, 1 for 3 on the day. Average has gone down to 257 since going to GOAT mode. was closer to the 300s for the 1-0. Sent back foul. Count's even at 1-1 with 1 out. That's going to be called a strike challenge, and it stands. Oh, and breaking news, the New York Yankees acquire Robbie Ray from the Giants. And just like in real life, the Astros will have to send Carlos Correa to the 60-day IL. Count's now even at 2-2 after that cutter misses well inside. Here comes the 2-2 to Drake Baldwin. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Up steps Austin Riley. He's got the hat trick tonight. Looking to do something positive against Kenley Jansen here. This will miss well inside. Ball 1. On deck is Rhys Hoskins. However, it looks like Big Dom Smith has grabbed the bat and is going to take his spot. Counts 1-0, and there's a strike. Sinker down and in. Just catching the zone was that one. The 1-1. Sent on the ground, chopper to third. Taking it in is Jahmai Jones. He'll field it, throw to first for out number 3, I mean. Ooh. We're through 8. It's 2-0 Tigers.
Leading off for Detroit, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
And Robert Suarez stays in the ball game here to face Spencer Torkelson, and no one in the Braves pen is warming. Ball 1 up and away. It looks like Walt Weiss is going to try to have Suarez get the rest of the outs in this one, at least in the regulation. Now this one's grounded sharply foul, right at the Braves bullpen. This one cued to Olsen. He'll grab it, step on the bag at first for out number 1. And Dylan Dingler steps up to the plate now. Now miss outside, ball 1. Strike 1, count evens. This one sent high and into the seats, foul down the left field line. Counts 1-2. The pitch swung on and fouled back at 100 upstairs. The 1-2 swung on and fouled. The pitch will miss low, 2-2. Two-two pitch, sprayed foul, 99 at the knees. Two-two incoming. We'll skip in the dirt, 3-2 now. The payoff. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Down to swing and miss at a cutter. The old Whirly Bird special for out number 2. Suarez's third K of the evening. And now here is Kerry Carpenter. First pitch to him is lunged at and somehow sent out at 100 miles an hour still. Foul. 0-1 the count. Pop back foul, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch swung on and he got a piece of it. Foul. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. A cutter running in, and Suarez ends up with 4 strikeouts. Through an inning and inning and 2/3, I beg your pardon. It's still 2-0 Detroit as we go to the bottom of the 9th, and Will Vest will come into this one. He just gave up his first save opportunity. I guess just blew his first save opportunity in the last one, after giving up back-to-back home runs to Yastrzemski and then Michael Harris. Yastrzemski is going to come in to pinch hit for Rhys Hoskins. Four-seamer, slider, sinker, and circle change from Will Vest. First pitch to Yaz. Foul. Circle change. If that was a fastball, I would have probably grounded it. Look where my PCI was. The 0-1. On its way. Swung on a miss, strike 2. How was my PCI that low? No way I went down with it. The 0-2. Did he go? Big guy at third decides to take matters into his own hands and ring up Mike Yastrzemski. Now bring up Matt Olson. I guess he's I guess he technically went. That's a tough way to go right there. And Matt Olson grounds this one foul off the first pitch slider. Ozzy Albies on deck. Counts 0-1 with 1 out. Sprayed down the other way and fair. Going all the way to the wall. Matt Olson's going to chug for 2. He will get there, cruising into second base with a 1-out double. His 4th of the year. And here's Ozzy. That's going to be a ball high. Count is 1-0 to Ozzy Albies. He's going to check his swing, strike 1. On a slider downstairs. The 1-1. Well inside, 2-1. On deck, Michael Harris II. Count is 2-1. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Counts even. Sent well into right field. Going back at the wall. Makes the grab. Matt Olson's going to go to third. Holy smokes, I thought Ozzy just tied the game. But at the wall, McKinstry makes the grab, and here's Michael Harris II. Just missed it. Holy smokes. Michael Harris trying to unload on one there. It goes foul. The 0-1. Sinker sent foul. The count is now 0-2. Michael calls time. There are 2 outs. Count is 0-2. YouTube's telling me I need to take a break. The 0-2 misses well down and in, 1-2. Olson stays put at third. The 1-2 misses high and away, 2-2. Deuce is wild. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Pulls the string on a circle change. Braves can't come back this time. Detroit wins it 2-0. Many chances for the Braves, but they just have struggled so mightily with the bats. Winning pitcher is Tarek Skubal. He went 7 innings, struck out 12, walked 1, didn't give up any runs. Gave up just 5 hits. Chris Sale, losing pitcher on record. 5 1/3 innings pitched. 9 hits, 5 strikeouts, a walk, and 2 earned runs. Will Vest earns his 7th save of the season. So we'll have a rubber match in this series. Braves looking to bring the bats to life. At least more hits that time. I know it doesn't look like it with the final strikeout totals for the starting pitcher being 12, but a lot more contact was made. And let's see now. Tyler Kinley needs to be sent down or done something with. I don't know if we can send him down. I don't know who I'd bring up. in his place. He's supposed to be really good. Yeah, there's no way I can do that. Can I Phantom IL him? All right, we're going to designate Kinley for assignment. We could bring up Danny Young, Joel Piamps, Daysbel Hernandez, Darius Vines, Cookie Carrasco. Could also go the starting pitcher route. Bring up Fuentes has actually done really well in real life from the bullpen, although I don't think that will help us in the game. And not much we can do right now. I don't know when Schwellenbach comes off the IL. I'm going to see. Oh, you got Harper? Nice. And we preferably need a right-handed pitcher. Looks like Sean Reed Foley has done well. Also, Ian Hamilton has blown a save. I mean... Oh, try to get Bryce Harper? There's no way we can get Bryce Harper. I think he's a lock, too. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. We don't really need a lefty right now. We need a righty. And I'm going to try Reed Foley. He's on the 40-man. We'll add him to the 40-man and send him up. We'll go to Trade Hub here. And see if we can't make some kind of a trade with Tyler Kinley here. Get Pete Alonso. That'd be a crazy trade. Oh, he can't be traded. I mean, I guess we could try to get a relief pitcher. Or we could always salary dump. Let's see. What if we take... Ooh. How about Jacob Webb? Jacob Webb, and do they have any... Red Sox have any bats that I might like? They're willing to part with? Maybe Trevor Story. Oh, wait, he's making a lot of money. Not too much. Try Contreras. I'm not going to get Contreras because that's way too much money right now. Well, I mean, I guess we could see if he... Oof. We are allowed to ignore our budget. Okay. Oh, they're considering it. They're considering it. We'll have to see. For now, let's go to our pitching rotation. And I guess Sean Reed Foley is officially the... Well, no, we're going to have Dylan Lee be our other setup guy. Okay. We'll play one more game today against the Tigers. This rubber match. Ronaldo Lopez versus Framber Valdez. And I'm actually going to have Drake Baldwin DH. We'll have Jonah Heim catching. Have Ozzy batting fourth. Trying to break up some of the righties and lefties here. Okie dokie. And actually, let's have Michael Harris take a day. So we'll move Dubon to center. He was right there. Dubon to center and bring in Hassan Kim to play shortstop. Okie dokie. 19-12, 13-8 for the Tigers. And we're back in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia, for Game 3 of this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. It's a rubber match in the ATL today, a beautiful sunny day. The catcher from Buffalo will be behind the dish, Jonah Heim, giving Drake Baldwin the day off, though he will be DHing still. Tight series so far. The Braves have led, though, in just half an inning. Only scored 2 runs. Both came in the 9th inning of the first game. We'll see what they can do today as they have Ronaldo Lopez in front of them. 6 games started. He's 3-3 with 36 innings pitched, a 3.5 ERA, and a 1.28 WHIP. A 4% walk rate, though, so he doesn't walk a lot of batters. And now Gleyber Torres will step up against him first. A 4-seamer. You'll see a 4-seamer, curved slider, and circle change from Lopez today. And now this one grounded foul. The 0-2 swung on and drilled deep. And first batter of the game, Gleyber Torres, is going to send one into his team's bullpen. It's 1-0 Tigers. Want to get that fastball a little bit more up, though not a terrible pitch, to be honest. Gleyber just did a great job of hitting it. Count goes 0-1. Now 1-1 to Riley Green, the first-round pick of the Detroit Tigers in 2019. 7 years later with the big squad. Count's even at 1-1. Popped behind third base. Riley tracking, dives, and won't get to it. Now 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ronaldo Lopez will do the old whirly bird, dish out the old whirly bird special to Riley Green. And after Green, we'll see Carpenter in just a moment. Then it's Torkelson, McKinstry, Colt Keith, Javier Baez, Parker Meadows back in center field today, and Jake Rogers catching up. Framber Valdez. There's a ball. We're going to get a challenge from Heim. This challenge brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming. Go check out Classic Cookie Gaming today. It's going to be a ball anyway, so Braves lose their challenge, their first challenge. Now on 1-1 off of the bat for Kerry Carpenter. Count evens at 1-1. And Steve Reich, too. Made him look absolutely silly. 1-2 pitch. Will miss downstairs. Count evens at 2-2. The 2-2. Grounded up the middle. Hassan Kim gets to it. Throws against his body, and it's just late. Oh, my goodness. Great play there by Kim. Just a little bit late getting the throw there, but got that one deep in the hole into the center field grass. Just did beat that one out. did Carpenter. And now Spencer Torkelson takes strike one. Strike two, but we're going to have a challenge here from Torkelson. I think he'll win it, but this challenge nonetheless brought to you by Peter Penguin. Go grab your copy of Peter Penguin Private Eye, The Case of the Missing Cherry Cream Pie today. Online, on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Target, and Walmart. Not to mention Book Cloud and eBay. And under it is Mauricio Dubon in center field. He'll make the grab, and there's out number 2 as he gets the ball back into the infield. 2 down, 1 on, Zach McKinstry up. Batting 5th today, is batting 9th in the last game, and he'll swing through strike 1. Ooh, that one's going to miss low, 1-1. Lopez didn't like the call, but it was the right one. Now there's a ball, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is sent well into left field. After is Eli White, he's not going to get there. It's going to bounce off the top of the wall and in for a ground rule double. Now, circle change will miss low for ball 1 to Colt Keith. Lopez trying to get out of a 2-out jam here. There's strike 1. Umpire will say it will just catch the inside part of the plate. And now a ground out to Mattles to end the inning. So we're through half an inning. Detroit takes an early lead on the first batter of the game. Gleyber Torres solo shot. It's the Tigers 1 and the Braves are coming up. And they'll face Framber Valdez today. 6 games started. He has a 2-3 record. 31 and 2/3 innings pitched, a 4.83 ERA, has struck out 41 batters, but a 1.64 whip. That walk rate at 12.2%. Sinker, curveball, circle change, slider, and 4-seam fastball. We'll start with that sinker, and it's in there for a strike against Ronald Acuna Jr. Pulls the string on that circle change. It's strike 2. Quickly 0-2 for Acuna. He'll spray this one foul. 0-2 on its way again. Missed down and away, 1-2. Tigers have scored in the first inning in back-to-back games now, and this one, the whacked-back foul. They've scored first in every game. 1-2. Up the middle, but right to the second baseman, Colt Keith, and there's out number 1. After Acuna, it'll be Riley, Baldwin, Ozzie Albies, Matt Olsenheim, Eli White, Hassan Kim, and Mauricio Dubon. Here is Riley batting second today. First time in a while that OPS has been under 1,000. And he'll take ball 1 low. Through 8 seasons, he has 180 home runs. That's ball 2 low. What does XP stand for? That is experience. And I believe you can use it for unlockable things in this game. I'm not exactly sure. But there's strike 1 inside. I think you use it more in Diamond Dynasty, though. The 2-1. Ball's in there for strike 2, a curveball. Counts even at 2-2. The pitch is sent into left center field. Getting over to it is Parker Meadows. He'll settle and make the grab for out number 2. Drake Baldwin will step up now. DHing today is Drake, and now he'll send one up the middle, and Javi Baez gets to it. The throw to first just beats him, and that's out number 3. Well, the Braves at least put it in play 3 times this inning. That's much better than they were able to do in the last week. And we're headed to the second. 1-0 Detroit. Series tied 1-1. Braves won the first game 2-1. Detroit won 2-0 the last one. And so we'll see what happens today. Likely another pitcher's duel. Lopez versus Framber. Although Framber has been struggling this year, and Lopez hasn't been as fiery as he has been in the past. You happened, Jenny. That's correct. Counts 1-1 and sprayed foul by Javi Baez. The 1-2 swung on and sent foul. It will go foul. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to Olsen at first. He'll take it in and step on the bag for out number 1. Parker Meadows up batting .321 on the season. And he'll take ball 1 on a circle change. Next pitch, another circle change. This one fouled. Where's Knight? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Usually he's here at these shindigs. The 2-1, or the count goes to 2-1 now. Now this one grounded sharply to Riley at third. He'll take it in, take a step towards first, and fire a strike for out number 2. Here's Jake Rogers, batting just .143 on the year with a .664 OPS. Has a homer and a few RBIs. First pitch will miss low, ball 1. Pitch number 2 will even the count at 1-1 after it's fouled away. This one sprayed foul, 1-2. 1-2 goes the count. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Jake Rogers goes down courtesy of a whirlybird special with a slider on the side. We're 1.5. It's 1-0 Tigers. And Ozzy's going to lead things off for the Braves this inning. First pitch to him is sent 5-6 hole, but taken in at third by Zach McKinstry, and just beats Ozzy at first for out number 1. Now here's Matt Olson batting 6th today. 5th today, I beg your pardon. First pitch to him will miss low, ball 1. Will miss inside, 2-0. Third on the Braves with 17 runs scored, and now he'll swing through that one for strike 1. Oh, my PCI dropped way down. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. The 2-2 pitch will be in the dirt, 3-2. Count goes full with 1 out and Jonah Heim on deck. The 3-2 will miss low, ball 4. Matt Olson reaches with 1 out. Oh, great question, Jenny. Chess with fans means we're going to play chess on chess.com, and anyone's welcome to challenge me. 1 down, 1 on. Here's Jonah Heim. He'll take ball 1 low on a curve. Heim 4 for 25 against Framber Valdez in his career. Strike 1 low. Did face Framber a good bit with the Texas Rangers. Heim with the Texas Rangers for a long while, and Valdez a long time with the Houston Astros. But a ground ball here, 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the inning. So the Braves lead things off with get a 1-out walk, but can't do anything with it. It's now 1-0, or it's still 1-0 Detroit, I should say, going into the 3rd inning. Here's Gleyber Torres. He'll swing through strike 1. That homer was his first hit of the series back in the 1st inning. Counts even at 1-1. That'll miss low, 2-1.
Nope, outside.
Knight's been summoned. It's 3-1, the count. He's had like a coughing fit. Count goes to 3-2. The pitch to Gleyber, swung on and missed, strike 3. Slider below the zone. The old whirlybird special for Gleyber Torres on a payoff pitch. Now up steps Riley Green with 1 out, no 1 on. This one lined into left field and down for a base hit. Eli White will get it back into the infield, and now there's 1 on first with 1 out. I know, it's crazy, Knight. It's crazy. That's literally what just happened, too. One down. Here is Kerry Carpenter. Ball one low. And weak ground ball. Kim will get to it. The turn, bare hand, not in time. They'll get the out at second. Barehanded it, did Ozzy to try to turn it faster. It worked. I mean, I wish we could challenge because it looked like the throw may have beaten him there, but there's a strike. No challenge. Good no challenge there from Spencer Torkelson. 0-1 is line into right field foul. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Curveball just dancing and plunging at the last moment. A whirlybird special to end the top of the third. It's still 1-0 Tigers.
Leading off to the Braves, left field
Oh, that's okay, Jenny.
White.
Now here's Eli White to face Framber Valdez. First pitch to him in there for a strike. White is 0 for 14 in his career versus Valdez. Grounds one here to short. Baez takes it in, takes a step back, fires to first. They're going to say he got him, and Walt Weiss is going to hold his hand up, and we're going to see if this goes to a review. Baez took his time, and oh, he was out, and there's going to be no challenge. Chess is on Wednesday, yes. One out now for Ah-Sung Kim. That was much closer than it should have been. Ah-Sung Kim has had a few days off. Counts 0-1, and he'll line one into left center field. That's going to get past Riley Green and roll all the way to the wall. Ah-Sung Kim gets a second relay throw, comes into Javi Baez out in left field. And Braves are going to have a runner on second with one out. Ah-Sung Kim, pretty good speed too. And here's Dubon. One down. And Dubon sends that curveball backwards, foul. And scorches one foul. Very early on it. Honestly, same night. One out. 0-2 count. Now we'll miss well down and away. 1-2. Counts 1-2, and that one sent foul. One down. Runner on second. The pitch. Did he go? Home plate umpire is going to ring him up. It's for strike three. Two down now. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. And swung on a miss, strike one with a circle change. Acuna grounded out in his first at-bat. We'll see what he can do here. Swung on a miss, strike two. Quickly down 0-2. Framber really bearing down after that one out double, and there's a ball. Kim taking a big lead at second. 1-2, well inside, dusts Acuna off. Count evens at 2-2 with two outs and a runner on second. Deuce is wild here in Atlanta. The pitch just fouled that one off. Did Acuna. The 2-2. Down and in the dirt, and Kim's going to race back to second. Count is full. Riley on deck. Payoff pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. up here. And sent away foul. Acuna will see an eighth pitch. And here it is. Sent into left field and high. Going back is Green at the track. Settles and makes the grab after out number three. Acuna just missed one. The story of this series. And the Braves will go down here in the third, still trailing 1-0. Here's Zach McKinstry playing third base today. doubled in his first at bat. And he'll ground this one to Ozzy, who will backhand throw to first, and there's out number 1. Well, Keith steps up to the plate now. He'll ground one on the first pitch he sees to Ha-Sung Kim at short, who charges and throws to first for out number 2. Beat his guy by half a step in the end. Here's Javi Baez, who will stare at the first pitch for strike 1. Big looping curveball. There it is again, but it dances out of the zone, but swung on and missed for strike 2 anyway. Count goes 0-2 to Javi, and that slider missed well outside the zone. 1-2, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and just foul. Flipping extra bases there. The 1-2 pitch to Javi just misses low. Count evens at 2-2. Here is the 2-2. It's spat on by Javi. 3-2 pitch on its way and sent back foul. The payoff pitch swung on and grounded to Kim at short. He'll take it in, throw to first. Kim, a very busy man in the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, we head to the bottom half. Detroit still leads at 1-0.
Leading off with the Braves.
Braves have had less than a run per game this series. A 150 batting average, 464 OPS. 5 extra bases and 2 homers, both solo shots coming in the first game. Here's Riley, who sends a circle change foul. Braves bats need to come to life. Count 0-1. Braves made a move after last night's game, designating Tyler Kinley for assignment. This one's grounded to the shortstop, Javi Baez. Throw to first. Gets it there in plenty of time this time for out number 1. And they bring up Sean Reed Foley from Double-A. Here's Drake Baldwin. Reed Foley, I believe a former Detroit Tiger. Baldwin swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Sinker that time. Here's the 0-2. Holds back on ball 1. Counts 1-2. Couldn't check his swing. It's strike 3. So 2 down here. And he did not go. I would have loved an appeal there because I didn't think he went, and he definitely didn't go after seeing that. 2 down. 1-0, pitches high. Albies 7 for 13 with 4 doubles in his career versus Valdez. That'll miss outside, 2-0. Olsen on deck with 2 outs. That misses low, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 pitch. Ooh, catches a corner. Ozzy's not going to challenge. Y is not 2 there. Counts full, 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Ozzy goes down swinging in the 4th. We head to the 5th. Braves still trailing 1-0.
Leading off with the Tigers, center fielder Parker Meadows.
If we take every pitch we see, I don't think we're going to win this game. Not going to lie. Here's Parker Meadows, and he'll take strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Counts 0-1, and now 0-2. The 0-2 will miss low, 1-2. 1-2 to Parker Meadows, misses just inside. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and grounded foul. 2-2, swung on and fouled back. 1-2, strike 3 called, but we're going to have a challenge, and I think Parker Meadows will win this one. Challenge brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming. Become a member today and get access to exclusive members-only content, including a soon-to-be brand new series, The Sims with Lilac. Now this one's skied in a left center field. Under it is Eli White. He'll take it in for out number 1. Here's Jake Rogers now, with no one on and 1 out in the 5th. He'll send one over the Braves dugout for strike 1, and now pops this one back. Foul. The 0-2 in the dirt. We'll do a 1-2 pitch here. 1-2 pops straight up, but it's going to massively go into the seats. Massive wicked spin there, I should say. This one sent foul. The 1-2, yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Strike 3. Gleyber Torres up with 2 outs and no one on. Gleyber the only source of offense in this one for either team. Ball 1. At least in terms of the run column. Strike 1. One's going to skip in there. Ball 2. There's strike 2 on a foul ball off a curveball. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 right down the middle. We're through 4.5. Tigers lead at 1-0.
Leading off for the Braves, first baseman,
Ronaldo Lopez with 6 strikeouts on the day after that 5th inning. No walks, giving up 4 hits and 1 run. Rammer Valdez, 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit. Here's Matt Olson. And a strike there for Olson. 1-0. Ripped into right center field. That one is off the wall on a fly. Throw's going to come into second base. No, it's going to be stopped at the relay. And the relay is late. Stopped at the relay man, I should say. The 5th double of the year for Matt Olson. It was a tight one. May have been closer if Colt Keith had let that one go all the way to second base. Matt Olson just sliding in there in time. He actually chose the wrong way around there. Now Jonah Heim's going to try to get a bunt down. He will do it, but it's not going to advance the runner. And there's out number 1. Here's Eli White. With 1 out and 1 on, there's a strike. White is now 0 for 15 in his career versus Framber. And swings through a sinker there, strike 2. Count is 0-2. This one's sent to right field. Oh, but a line drive caught by Spencer Torkelson and doubled up at second is Matt Olson. So a promising start to the bottom of the 5th, but it's going to end the same way it started. 1-0 Tigers. We're in the 6th now. Ronaldo Lopez goes out for another inning of work. He'll fire in strike 1. We're going to get a challenge from Riley Green, brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming. And he'll catch the corner. Call is upheld. It'll be strike 1. 0-1. And now this one grounded to Hassan Kim at short. He'll charge, throw to first, and there's out number 1. Here's Kerry Carpenter. Pitch to Kerry Carpenter is strike 1 on a curveball. Most hits on the Tigers, and it's quickly down 0-2. Here is the 0-2. Strike 3 call. We're going to have a challenge. This one brought to you by Peter Penguin Private Eye, the case of the cherry cream pie. Get your copy today online at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Target, and Walmart. And it is going to be a ball missing inside. The 1-2 pitch. A miss inside 2-2. Count's even up at 2-2 and pops straight up. Jonah Heim going back after shedding the mask. He's on the warning track and makes the grab for out number 2. 2 down, and here's Spencer Torkelson. First pitch he sees is called a strike. The 0-1 in there for strike 2, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, he's going to lay off of it. 1-2. The 1-2 will skip in there. We'll go to 2-2 now. That's going to be sent foul. The 2-2 is sent to right field. Acuna with a bad jump on it. He's going to go and not make the grab. He whiffs on it. That's an E9.
Up next for the Tigers.
And now the Braves will start warming up someone. Aaron Bummer is starting to warm.
Third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Mound visit here for Jeremy Hefner. From Jeremy Hefner. And Zach McKinstry sets up to the plate. With a runner on second thanks to the E9. And the ball bouncing into the stands. Strike 1. Pumped in there by Ronaldo. Count even at 1. The pitch. Up and in. Called a strike 1-2. The 1-2. Strike 3 call. No challenge. McKinstry goes down on strikes. We're in the middle of the 6th inning. Braves are trailing 1-0. Ronaldo Lopez getting the handshakes in the Braves dugout. His day will be done. Aaron Bummer looks like will be coming in, or Sean Reed Foley, who is warming now in the pen. Here's Ha-Sung Kim, who's 1 for 1 with a double in his first at bat, and he'll take ball 1 high. Counts 1-0. Ooh, called a strike. That one may have just clipped. Very close to be challenging. 2-1 now, I beg your pardon. The 2-1 on its way. Holds up on the swing. It's 3-1. Mauricio Dubon on deck. Down goes to 3-1. The pitch is going to catch the inner third of the plate. Strike 2. Count goes full. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and sent into left field. Riley Green will track it down for out number 1. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Dubon 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he sends the first pitch he sees to McKinstry at third. Fields it, throws to first, and there's out number 2. Well, here's Acuna with no one on and 2 outs. Now this one, Acuna sent it the other way. And he has a base hit here with 2 outs. Trying to get something going is Acuna. With Riley up. Acuna big lead at first. Ball 1 inside. For 2 is Riley. Pick off at first, nothing doing. It's 1-0. Runner goes. The pitch is a sinker and misses low. Ball 2. The throw is late. 22 stolen bases for Acuna. He gets into scoring position for Riley here. Count is 2-0. The pitch is sent foul. A curveball at the knees. Riley just on it, just a little under it. The 2-1 pitch. He'll hold off on a swing there. Ball 3. Baldwin on deck. 3-2. Sprayed foul on a sinker. 106. Full count here. 3-2. Well inside. Ball 4. Valdez loses him. That's his second walk. And now here's Drake Baldwin. That's ball 1 outside to Baldwin. Kyle Finnegan and Kenley Jansen warming in the Detroit pen. I want to see how good their catcher is. It's not Dingler today, it's Rogers. Ooh, Rogers has a 58 arm. I'm sending them. Counts 1-0. 2 outs, runners go. It's a ball. The throw is not going to get him. Acuna steals bag number 23. Riley hits third of the year. Runners at second and third with 2 outs and a 2-0 count for Baldwin. That was closer than I would have liked for a 58 rated arm, though. Counts 2-0. The pitch. Did he go?
Did he go?
They're going to say no. 3-0. Ozzy on deck. And he didn't. 3-0. Swung on and missed, strike one. Should have laid off that one. I guess it would have been a strike if they challenged it. Count is 3-1 to Baldwin. Gonna be called a strike. 3-2. Did clip. The 3-2 to Drake Baldwin. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Braves can't break through in the 6th. Aaron Bummer's going to come in here for the Braves. Through 10 games, has thrown 10 2/3 innings. 3.38 ERA. He'll face Colt Keith first. And there's strike 1. Colt Keith batting .333 versus lefties. But won't get a hit here. Austin O'Reilly throws it to first, and there's out number 1. For the record, Aaron Bummer is better against lefties than righties. Lefties batting just 100, I think 70 it was off of him. And now here's Javi Baez, who will foul this one away. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. The 0-2 to Javi Baez. We'll skip in there, ball 1. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit weakly into right field and down for a hit. Up steps Parker Meadows now with 1 on and 1 out. He'll take strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Sinker down and out, down and in. 1-1. Next pitch will miss inside. 2-1. 2-1 pitch with a runner going. Swing and a miss. The throw is late. There goes the double play opportunity. Stolen base number 3 for Baez. And here comes a 2-2 pitch to Parker Meadows. It'll miss 3-2. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 gets Meadows. I beg your pardon. Gosh, gets him chasing. I was gonna say get him fishing. That's better. For strike 3, on the old Whirlybird special, and here's Jake Rogers, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Nope.
Ball 1 high. Bummer looking for just one more of those strikeouts. 2-0 low. 2-0 pitch is going to be through for a base hit. Mauricio Dubon comes up firing. The throw is late. Ozzy should have been able to stop that. That's so annoying. And there's a run in now for Gleyber Torres. We're going to skip this because I need to bring in Sean Reed Foley.
For the Braves, number 71.
John Reed Foley hasn't pitched in the big league since 2024. Struggled with walks. 23 games, 21 2/3 innings. There's a 4-seamer, a circle change, and a slider. He'll face Gleyber Torres here and fire in ball 1. He'll pop this one back, foul. Counts even at 1-1. Tigers now leading it 2-0. I'll miss high, 2-1. One called a strike, 2-2. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Knight. The 2-2, swung on, just got a piece of it. Counts even at 2-2. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Reed Foley hits first time in the major since 2024. Dishes out a whirly bird special. Not before Jake Rogers, I beg your pardon, makes this a 2-0 game in favor of Detroit.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's Ozzie. He'll lay off for strike 1. Braves have scored 2 runs in this series. Foul this one back, Will Ozzie. On deck is Matt Olson. Jonah Heim after him. Eli White after him. We'll hope we see all of them this inning, but Ozzie's going to strike out to lead things off. And here's Matt Olson, who's 1 for 1 in the game with a double, also has a walk. There's strike 1. Dylan Lee warming in the Braves pen. Count 0-1 from Framber. Dang it. And that's strike 2. 0-2 for Matt Olson. And strike 3 called. Up steps Jonah Heim. With 2 outs, the pitch is sprayed foul. Heim is 4 for 27 versus Framber in his career. But oh my goodness, does he unload on this one? Known as the Buffalo Bomber where he's from. He just sends one 455 feet into the Atlanta sky. Holy smokes, Jonah Heim. He'll cut the deficit in half. It's still 2-1. And Eli White's on deck. Jonah Heim moonshot 455 feet. And that's going to be the end of the line for Framber. Into the game will be Kyle Finnegan, who's thrown 10 games, a 1-1 record, 4 holds, and an 0.84 ERA. He has a 4-seamer, a split, and a slider. Eli White hoping to get some 2-out magic going against him. He'll rip one foul. 90 off the bat on that splitter. And that 4-seamer, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Well up, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. We'll miss outside with a splitter, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That ends the inning. But not before Jonah Heim sends one a long way to bring this game within 1 run for Atlanta. Dylan Lee comes to the game. It's from 15 games, 5 holds, 13 1/3 innings pitched.
Leading off for Detroit, left fielder,
And he'll face Riley Green here. Struck out the side in his last outing, and he'll get strike 1 here, but it's a challenge brought to you by Peter Penguin Private Eye. Get your copy of Peter Penguin Private Eye. Holy smokes, it's that close. You'll need Peter Penguin's magnifying glass to see how that one missed. But it is 1-0, and another slider makes it 1-1. Get your copy of Peter Penguin Private Eye online at Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, and Amazon. 2-1 is in there for strike 2. 2-2 pitch. Will miss low, 3-2. The 3-2 swung on and grounded to Olson at first. He'll take it, go to the bag himself, and that's out number 1. Out number 1. Here's Kerry Carpenter. First pitch to him is called a ball. Heim's going to challenge this one. He was wrong earlier in the game. Let's see if this challenge brought to you by Classic Cookie Gaming is right. It was just off, so Braves are out of challenges. 1-0 to Kerry Carpenter is an Apo Taco absolutely deposited into left field. Don't know how Kerry Carpenter got that much off of that. Got that much on that one. Holy smokes, that's a four-seamer on the black. And just destroys it. Ball high.
Ball that's outside.
2-0 now to Spencer Torkelson. Strike one to Torque. Count goes to 2-1. And that's in there for strike two. The 2-2 pitch will miss. 3-2. The 3-2 is sent to Riley at third. It knocks off his glove. He recovers, throws to first, and gets his man for out number 2. Zach McKinstry comes up to the plate. He'll take strike one. We're going to get a challenge. Brought to you by Peter Penguin Private Eye. Get your copy today. Oh my gosh, you need a magnifying glass to see that one too. Get your copy today of Peter Penguin Private Eye, the case of the cherry cream pie. Online at Target, Walmart, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. The 0-2 pitch now. After that one was close as well. And Kim will field the ground ball to him. Throw to first, and there's out number 3, but not before the Detroit Tigers extend their lead back to 2 after Kerry Carpenter sends one the other way for a homer. Not a long one, though. You might think it would be based off his reaction. Kim calls time, and actually, Kim's coming out of this ball game. It's going to be Michael Harris II. Pinch hitting here. Four-seamer, splitter, and slider once again for Kyle Finnegan. He's thrown 5 pitches in this game already. And, ooh, that was dangerous. Four-seamer right down the middle. Sprayed away by Michael Harris. Counts 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Sent foul. 0-2. Warming in the Braves pen will be Raisel Iglesias. Or is Raisel Iglesias, I should say. Imagine he'll be coming into the game next inning. The 0-2 pitch. Sent foul. Played on that four-seamer. 3 four-seamers so far to Michael. The 0-2. There's an off-speed. Did he go? He did not. Ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. Slider that went inside. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls away that splitter. 1-2. That was right at the knees. 1-2 pitch on its way. Down and in. 2-2. Count even at 2-2. The pitch. Called strike 3. Braves are out of challenges, but I think it did catch. One down for Mauricio Dubon. It just barely caught the zone. Mauricio swings and fouls this first pitch off. Counts 0-1. On deck, Acuna. The 0-1 popped up. Under it, Jake Rogers. After donning the mask, and he'll make the... Sorry, not donning the mask, getting rid of the mask. He'll make that out number 2. And here's Ronald. Acuna with a couple stolen bases in this one, sends one way foul and through the concourse. Counts 0-1. The pitch. Destroyed in the left field. Getting to it is Riley Green. He won't. We have Doinkage in Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. sends one off the foul pole. The Braves bring this one back within 1. It's 3-2. A line shot screamer. Just sneaking out off the foul pole. And here's Austin Riley now. He'll take strike one. The 0-1. Destroyed foul. Riley a little late on that one. Sending it back out at 82, though. I guess not destroyed, but hit pretty well. Count goes to 0-2 with 2 outs. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Splitter sends Riley packing, but not before Acuna goes yard to bring this one back within 1. It's 3-2 Tigers. Going to the top of the 9th inning. Here's Raisel Iglesias. Normally closes games for the Braves. Through 11 games is 8 for 8 in save opportunities. This is not one of those opportunities. Has thrown 11 innings. Has an 0.82 ERA. And in the defensive side, Mauricio Dubon is going to switch places with Michael Harris. So Dubon goes to short and Michael Harris out to center. Raisel Iglesias. Pitching repertoire, 4-seam, circle change sinker, and slider. First pitch to Colt Keith on its way, and it's swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 will miss low, 1-1. The 1-1, in there for a strike this time, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch will dive out of the zone. Count evens at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Spat on, 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. Ripped down the line and foul. Taken off of one hop by the ball boy out there. And strike 3 looking. Back to the dugout goes Colt Keith on a circle change. 1 down for Javi Baez. First pitch to Baez coming in here. Strike 1. Baez 5 for 20 off of Iglesias in his career and grounds this one to the diving Mauricio Dubon. Gets up, throws to first, and it's not in time. Here's Parker Meadows now. With a runner on first, that's Baez, and on the first pitch, he sends one out to Michael Harris, the second, in center now. He'll make the grab, get it back into Ozzie, and that's out number 2. Here's Jake Rogers. The reason why this game isn't tied right now. Strike 1. Now this one popped up behind the first base bag. Olsen over his shoulder now settles and makes the grab for out number 3. Last chance for Atlanta. They're trailing 3-2 going to the bottom of the 9th. We have Baldwin, Albies, and Olsen. And the Braves will see Will Vest for a 3rd straight game. Handed him his first blown save of the season in the first one of this series. He got the better of them in the second. We'll see how things go here in the 3rd game. 7 for 8 on those attempts. And here's Drake Baldwin to lead things off. 4-seamer, slider, sinker, and circle change. It's going to be a strike down and in. Would have been a ball, but no challenges for Atlanta. Should have been a ball, I should say. Count goes 0-1. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 now for Drake. Next pitch almost hits him. Ball 1. One and 2 the count. The pitch. He'll hold up. That misses high. 2-2. Count all even up. Counts even at 2-2. The pitch. Did he go? He did not. 3-2 with Ozzie on deck. 3 straight balls after an 0-2 count. Here comes the 0-2. In there and ripped foul. Scorcher over the Braves dugout. We'll see a 7th pitch here from Will Vest. Drake Baldwin fouls this one off. We'll see an 8th pitch. 98. from Vest. Pitch number 8 on its way. Fouled away by Baldwin. He's staying alive. We'll see a 9th pitch. 3-2 pitch. Popped up, going towards the Braves dugout and over the Braves dugout. We'll see a 9th pitch. That was a slider at the top of the zone. Pitch number 10 is fouled in foul territory, but McKinstry's going to have room. Baldwin goes down on 10 pitches. Ozzie Albies up. After going 3-2, all those pitches were in the zone. Here's Ozzie. First pitch to him, well inside, ball 1. No one on, 1 out. Strike up above the zone, well above the zone. Count evens at 1-1. Matt Olson on deck. The pitch sent to second base. Bolt Keith has it, and there's out number 2. Matt Olson, the final hope for Atlanta today. First pitch to him, sent foul. A walk, a double, and a strikeout on the day for him. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. Skied into right center field. Tracking it is Meadows. He has it. Detroit takes the series 2-1 in the rubber match today. Or after the rubber match today, I should say. An electric game 1, but the next 2 go the Tigers' way. A low-scoring affair again. And unfortunately, the Braves lose their 2nd series in a row. Framber Valdez goes 6 2/3 innings. He gets the win. Lopez gets the loss. Will Vest collects his 8th save of the year. Braves will go to the West Coast in the next one. And it seems that the Red Sox are not willing to take our trade. So let's see. Let's go to someone who wants a relief pitcher. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. Okay. We want to give away Kinley. All right. The Blue Jays want a relief pitcher. Let's see if we can get Tommy Nance from them. I guess it is technically a relief pitcher too, but I think that'll be a minor league one. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Okay, they are considering our offer, and that'll free up some cap space. Well, not cap space, but some money for the future. We're still ahead of the Phils, so that's good. We're facing off against Tamayuki Sugano, I think is how you pronounce his name, in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this episode of MLB The Show 26, the franchise mode with the Braves. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like down below and subscribe or follow on Twitch for some more baseball shenanigans on the channel, and click that notification bell or turn on notifications to keep up to date whenever I go live. And make sure you join the Cookieverse Discord to have active updates and also just to chat with other folks that are part of the Cookie crew, including myself. We do a daily Wordle over there, so it's pretty cool. Link in the description down below on YouTube. And make sure you check out Classic Cookie Gaming. More content coming in the second week of August, or first week of August. Content will be resuming back to normal over there. And become a member over there too. There are 3 different tiers to get some custom content depending on what tier you get. one of those tiers, or actually two of those tiers, will get you members only videos. And upcoming is a new series, The Sims with Lilac. I'm super excited for that one. If you become a member or a channel subscriber over here, then you'll get custom emojis to use in chat. And go get your merch today. Classic cookiegamingshop.fourthwall.com. You can get shirts like this. Every day is a game day shirt. And that'll do it. So let's roll that sweet, sweet outro music. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo. Well, that's not it. Here it is. Until next time, go find a good book to read and have an amazing day. Bye.